Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First football special. This afternoon, we've got all the goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in, including the FA Cup. We've got a couple of bets on the go as well. We've also got some Winter Olympics. We've got some speed skating and a couple of, I think there might be some bobsleigh coming or something like that anyway. But if that's what you're into, keep your eyes on the TV. If you want a better view of it, expand it. Early goal in the second half in the Championship. Derby 1, Swansea 0 now. Brewster on 47 minutes, giving Derby a lead. I'll try and not sniff into my microphone. Still can't quite shake this cold off, so I'll apologise in advance. We're not quite at the man flu stage yet. Just looking at this goal now, Derby, it was a corner from the left-hand side, a little bit of a ricochet. Brewster was the first to react, keeper no chance. He just puts it in the back of the net from about 7 yards out. Not the most difficult of finishes, but he didn't panic, and that was the main thing that I've seen them put over the crossbar. And you end up having nightmares about that as you sleep tonight, but Brewster won't be doing. He's slotted it away nicely. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be superb. Also, my other channel, Commodity Confidential. If you're into your market trading and you wanna follow my progress, head on over there, hit that subscribe button. It's only a small channel at the moment. I think there's 20 or 30 subscribers, something like that. So it's nothing too spectacular, but can be quite entertaining. You might learn something, you might not. But Commodity Confidential, give it a watch. Etihad Stadium, still only the one goal in it. Manchester City 1, Salford 0. And that was an own goal in the 6th minute by the unfortunate Dorrington. But from what bits I have seen of that game, Salford are putting in a fine performance. Can't move that's a little bit better. Yeah, I've got a bet on the go today. Let's have a look where we're going with that. I've got a 17-fold accumulator as normal. 3 goals or more in those games. Returns is 242,000. Current cash out price is 5 pence from a £2 stake today. So it's not going too well. I've then got an 18-fold accumulator that I asked AI to do for me. And that's for returns of a £1 stake, 90,000 return, 2 pence cash out. AI is doing worse than me. And I've got another 10-fold accumulator that I put on at half-time. 2 goals or more in 10 games. Returns on that one, 1,700. Cash out on that one, 46 pence, but that's just really only getting started. So we'll keep an eye on that as the afternoon goes on. Let's give you the update on what's been happening in the first half. Hagizer's in live chat. He says, good afternoon, Jimmy. Happy Valentine's Day, Frankie. Argyle are giving you a gift. They certainly are, mate, and she's missing it. She's missing it. She's just taking the dogs out for a walk. Now she's come back and she's gone off doing some shopping. So she'll be, whether she's got it on the radio or whether she'll be listening to this on the quiet, I don't know. I know she is driving at the moment. QPR 1, Blackburn 3. Morishita on 50 minutes. Good result this if it stays like this for Blackburn. QPR have not been having a bad season. Certainly didn't expect this today, that's for sure. Maybe a new manager is giving them a little bit of impetus. Hope you're well, Geezer, mate. And managing to keep nice and warm. Celebrating Valentine's Day, I hope. I bet this morning, well, it's still the morning where you are, mate. I bet you could hardly open your door, could you, with all the Valentine's cards that the postman has been putting through that letterbox. Same problem as I have. It comes with being so handsome, isn't it? That's what the problem we have. let's go and have a look at what's happening in the championship. We have got... Oh, I've just got to refresh that, so I'll do that one now. I'll do that now. English Championship. These games have now started the second half. It's Derby 1. Put my glasses on, that'd help. Derby 1, Swansea 0. Portsmouth 0, Sheffield United 0. Preston 1, Watford 0. QPR 1, Blackburn 3, as we've just seen. And Sheffield Wednesday 0, Millwall 0. English League 1, 2 early kickoffs from today. Reading 3, Wycombe 2. And Stevenage 1, Huddersfield 0. These games now are in the second half. Barnsley 2, AFC Wimbledon 2. Barnsley had a 2-0 lead in that game, but Wimbledon coming back well. 4 goals in the first 20-something minutes, I think. Blackpool 0, Plymouth Argyle 3. Go on, Frankie. Bradford City 1, Peterborough 0. That could be about to change, though. I think there might be another goal coming for Bradford City. There is indeed. There is indeed. So it's now Bradford City 2, Peterborough 0. Cardiff 3, Luton 1. Good result for Cardiff, keeping up that pressure at the top of the league. Doncaster and Port Vale, that match was postponed. That's due to FA Cup football. Exeter 0, Northampton 0. Lincoln 1, Bolton Wanderers 0. English League 2, early kick-off. This is a final score. Barnet 0, Cheltenham 0. Highlight of that game was Cheltenham getting a player sent off. Second halves now. Barrow 0, Colchester 0. Bromley 1, Notts County 0. Cambridge United 1, Bristol Rovers 1. Chesterfield 1, Harrogate 0. Crewe 0, Gillingham 0. MK Dons 1, Newport 0. Oldham 0, Fleetwood 1. Shrewsbury 1, Swindon 1. And Tranmere 2, Crawley 0. A geezer in live chat, he says, let's not tell the wives. Your secret's safe with me, mate. Your secret's safe. Do you think the bet click will continue to do us favours today? I don't know, mate, but it did last week, didn't it? It did last week. Really? Do you know when we... Ooh, another goal going in. Southampton 1, Leicester 1. Leicester getting an equaliser. Larin put Southampton in the lead in the 46th minute of the first half from the penalty spot. But Oliver Skip has just put Leicester back on level terms. That's in the FA Cup. Bradford 2, Peterborough 0. Caden Jackson on 50 minutes, doubling Bradford's lead. And Queen of the South back on level terms now against Alloa. It's 1-1 thanks to Reece Lyon on 51 minutes. Yeah, Agizo. Do you know when we went down 1-0 last week? I kind of lost my shit a little bit. I just had a feeling... Oh, we're going to get off to a bad start, and the way we gave the goal away, just wasn't happy with that at all. I think deep down I always knew we were going to come back, but you never can tell, can you? You know, you have one of them days where you hit the post, you hit the crossbar, the keeper makes all them fantastic saves, and you end up maybe getting a draw or coming away with nothing, and coming back winning 3-1 was a decent effort, and especially with results going our way, we've increased our lead now. So yeah, a nice weekend for Viswa. Agiza says, I couldn't help but notice, Jimmy. I know, sorry mate. It's not very good. It's not very good presentation, as they might say in America. It's not a very good presentation, is it, when you kind of lose your head a little bit like that? But you just can't help it sometimes. It just comes out. And I don't like swearing in case there's youngsters listening. So, yeah, I let myself down a little bit there, but none of us is perfect, are we? None of us are perfect. There was only one person who was perfect. And he was on the cross for my sin, of which there are many. Oh, dear me. I'll try and be a bit more level-headed and calm next time. I just can't promise, it just kind of comes out. Stenhouse-Muir 1, Montrose 1, Callum Sandilands on 52 minutes, getting Montrose back level. And it's now in the Championship. Big goal, Preston 1, Watford 1. Marmot on 55 minutes, getting Watford back level. And in League 2, Bromley 1, Notts County 1 now, thanks to Geordie Jones from the penalty spot on 52 minutes. East Fife have levelled things up at home against Cove Rangers, thanks to Andy Munro on 56 minutes. It's now East Fife 1, Cove Rangers 1. And there's more goals, it sounds like going in, but it's the same, it's not. It's the same goal that keeps repeating on... It keeps repeating on... It's kind of stuck. Southampton and Leicester. It is still 1-1. Don't panic. Blimey. Deepdale. Preston took the lead on 19 minutes thanks to Dobbin. As we've just seen now, Marmot has equalised for Watford. Watford have now taken the lead down the... Oh, poor defending that from Preston. Mamar again. Driving in from the right-hand side. They've given him that goal, but I don't think he's going to get to keep that because there was a deflection, took it past the keeper, and it was more of a cross coming back. So whether they will give that as another goal to him, I'm not too sure. But either way, they have taken the lead. So it's now Preston 1, Watford 2. Ah, yeah, they have given it as an own goal. A fire on 57 minutes. It is an own goal, and it did look that way as well. But it was that man again, Mamar, causing chaos down the right-hand side, driving into the penalty area. Southend 3, Morecambe 0, Andy Dallas on 53 minutes. I've done that before, haven't I? Southend 3, Morecambe 0. Cambridge 2, Bristol Rovers 1, Ben Knight from the penalty spot on 56 minutes, putting Cambridge into the lead. Tamworth 1, Aldershot 0. Oliver Lynch on 50 minutes, putting Tamworth ahead. Let's have a quick look, see how that's affecting my coupon. And now there has been another goal, apparently. This time it looks like Southampton have taken the lead again against Leicester. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see on that one. Yeah. Enzio Bolgwine for Wealdstone. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off on 56 minutes for a second bookable offence. Stenhouse-Muir 2, Montrose 1. Findlay Gray on 56 minutes, putting Stenhouse-Muir into the lead. Agiza, I did see an article, I think it might have been, I saw it this morning, so whether it came out this morning, I'm not sure. It might have been yesterday or today. But Marko Bozic, his recovery is coming on well, so maybe he'll be back a little bit quicker than the 6 to 8 weeks that we initially thought when he got an ankle injury during mid-season sparring. It would be good to see him down that left-hand side once more. And Falkirk 2, Dundee United 2. Craig Sibbald on 55 minutes, getting Dundee United back on level terms. Twice Falkirk have taken the lead in that game. Twice Dundee United have pulled them back. Plenty of goals going in though, that's what we like. Not enough goals going in though on the games I've got on my coupon. Cash out's around 1 pence now. I don't think the bookmakers are too scared. We'll have a live stream tomorrow as well. This will crack up once again. Back in league action. It's going to be an interesting day for sure. There is action today as well in the Polish Betclic 1 Liga, all in the UK times. This is all 6:30 kickoff. Just before we do that, East 5-2, Cove Rangers 1. Destiny Oladipo on 61 minutes, getting East 5 back on level terms. Eastleigh 2, Boreham Wood 2. Jake Tabor on 56 minutes, getting Eastleigh back level. And Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead against Millwall. It's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Millwall 0, thanks to Jamal Law on 60 minutes. If it stays like that, it'll be a bit of a disappointing result, that, for Millwall. Yeah, the games in the Polish Betclic 1 Liga today. You know who's first up? Legnica and Śląsk Wrocław, or Slask Wrocław in English. LKS Łódź and Robry Glogov, Polonia Varsovia and Pruszków, all 6:30 kickoffs this evening. Looking at the games from last weekend, we'll do this tomorrow, but we'll have more details to spread out. But Polonia beat them, who are in second place now. They lost at home to LKS Łódź by 2-3. That did Biswa a massive favour. I mean, our lead is up to 12 points now, all level on 20 games. Grodzisk, they could only manage a draw away at Legnica. I say only, not an easy place to go, Legnica, as we know. Wieczna Kraków, they won away at Pruszków made hard work of it. They won 3-2. But Polonia Varsovia won. I'm still, as I look at this league now, Legnica currently in 10th place. And I've said from the start of the season, even though they got off to a diabolical start, really, I still expect them to get into the playoffs. They're in 10th place currently, but they're only 1 point behind Robry Glogov, who are in the final playoff position. There's between 31 points and 34 points. You can be set. You could be in an automatic playoff, an automatic promotion place, because Polonia beat them are on 34 points. There's so many teams down to 10th who, in the space of, in theory, a weekend, would go from 10th place to second place, an automatic promotion. That's a league for you. As we've just heard, another goal for Plymouth Argyle as well. It was Caleb Watts on 60 minutes. Plymouth Argyle putting Blackpool to the sword. Sheffield Wednesday 1, we've done that one. Millwall 0, Jamal Lowe on 60 minutes. Shrewsbury 2, Swindon 1. It was George Lloyd on 58 minutes putting Shrewsbury into the lead. Southend 3, Morecambe 1. Mohamed Sangari on 58 minutes, getting Morecambe onto the score sheet at least. Plenty of time for a comeback there as well, but they are still trailing. I think Plymouth Argyle, you could say they are, the term inconsistent definitely applies to Plymouth Argyle this season. A geezer in live chat, he says, Frankie will now have to walk the dogs every Plymouth match. She's superstitious enough to do that, mate. She could well do. Final score, the Bundesliga, Bayer Leverkusen 4, St. Pauli 0. Good day for them. And late goal, Hamburger SV 3, Union Berlin 2. I think that's too little too late though. Getting ready for the final whistle to be going there anytime. Hyde 4, Hensford 0. Good day for Hyde if you're a supporter of that team. And Lee Bonnis for Chesterfield on 59 minutes. He's not scored. He's seen red. Second bookable offence. Got a live stream tomorrow evening, a geezer for Commodity Confidential, for the opening of the commodity markets. I'm not sure how exciting it's going to be, but we did get a request, so we will do it. But I have pointed out, it's work trading the markets. It's often long periods of boredom watching markets, waiting for the price to place the trade. Then it's long periods of boredom waiting to close out the trades. So I'm not convinced that it's going to be the best live stream, but it's been requested that we do it, so we will give it a go. Southend 4, Morecambe 1. So it looks like that possible comeback from Sangari on 58 minutes from Morecambe, that's been put to bed now. Pride Park, it's now Derby 2, Swansea 0. Goal scorer to follow. Brewster on 47 minutes put Derby into the lead. Derby had a corner from the left-hand side, and whoever that is, number 7, rose well over the defender there. Adjumangi it was. Bullet header past the keeper. Keeper no chance. That's just a good corner and a good header. You know, maybe you could say they could have blocked him off, but if everybody was perfect, there would never be a goal scored, would there? Crew 1, Gillingham 0. Adrian Thibault on 64 minutes, giving Crew the lead. And Merthyr Town 5, Bedford 1 now. Good day for Merthyr Town. Etihad Stadium, FA Cup, it's still Manchester City 1, Salford 0. An own goal from Dorrington on 6 minutes, giving Man City the lead. Excuse me. But Salford doing okay. I've not seen the team lineups in that game, so I don't know how strong a team Manchester City have put out. But knowing the rivalry with Salford and the owners, Gary Neville, you can bet, you can bet Manchester City won't be taking any chances in that one. Southend 4, Morecambe 1, Josh Walker on 62 minutes it was, putting pay to Morecambe's possible comeback. MK Dons have just missed a penalty, poor penalty to the keeper's left-hand side. They still lead though. Chertsey 1, Gloucester 2 now, Gloucester taking the lead. In Ireland it's Glenavon 0, Linfield 3. Let's have a look how my coupons doing. Oh, can't be doing that good because the cash out is just about a penny. Just a penny. And Carroll Road FA Cup, Norwich 1, West Brom 1. Magoma on 31 minutes gave Norwich the lead. West Brom have just equalised though. I haven't got the goal scorer, but as soon as it comes onto the video printer, we will let you know. And at Easter Road, it's now Hibernian 2, St Mirren 0. Thanks to Antisuto on 66 minutes. Elding on 42 minutes had given Hibs the lead. And Suto has just doubled it. 66 minutes on the clock there. And Scunthorpe 3, Boston United 5. This is what we like, an 8-goal thriller. Callum Roberts from the penalty spot on 65 minutes, getting Scunthorpe within 2 of Boston United now. Is the comeback on? There's one thing for sure, you get the feeling there's more goals to come in that game. Hampton and Richmond 1, Chelmsford 2. Still trailing the home side there, but time to get back level. I do like watching this as well. You know, the skating. That's pretty good. Pretty good entertainment. And it's now Preston 2, Watford 1. Goal scored to follow. Preston did have a lead in that game, but 2 quick goals fired Watford into the lead. But Preston getting back level terms. I've said this before, I have played at Preston, and many years ago when they had that artificial pitch, and it was awful. Awful. Milutin Osmajic it was on 70 minutes, getting Preston back level. I'm just assuming now that he got sent off the other week, didn't he, Osmajic? So I'm assuming that he's served his suspension. Obviously, he's playing today. Needham Market 3, Hales 0-0. Marine 4, Leamington 0. And Peterborough Sports 1, Spennymoor 2. Peterborough Sports on the score sheet, at least giving themselves a chance of a comeback. And Sholing 3, Plymouth Parkway 1. Just looking at this goal for Preston, it was just a long ball up to the halfway line. They had plenty of defenders back, did Watford as well. Just a good goal from Preston, and Osmajic, he didn't mess about it. At the end, he just gave himself half a yard and put it to the keeper's left-hand side. Runs away celebrating with a vociferous handshake at the fans. And it's Wealdstone 0, York City 1 now. Agiza, quick question for you. Lots of, in the UK at least, don't know if it's the same over in the US of A, Super Bowl last week, lots of controversy over to the halftime show, and I don't quite understand what it's all about. It was apparently a Spanish singer who did the whole of his set in and spoke in Spanish, and from what I saw a little bit on British TV last night, Megyn Kelly going absolutely ballistic, saying we couldn't understand what was being said. Why was it all done in Spanish and what have you? So there's a big thing over here about it. I don't know if it's the same in the States, but apparently it should have been in English. Final score of Werder Bremen 0, Bayern Munich 3, and Worksop 0, Oxford City 1. Southport 5, Hereford 0. Good day if you're a Southport fan. And Gainsborough 1, Workington 3. Gainsborough on the score sheet. How long have we got? 20 minutes. Chance of a comeback there. And Wealdstone 0, York 1. Morgan Williams on 70 minutes, giving York the lead. Big sending off in Scotland. Liam Henderson for Falkirk. 69 minutes, foul play. Keep taking the lead there, but can't hold on to it, and it's going to be even harder now that Henderson has been sent off. At Hillsborough, it's now Sheffield Wednesday 1, Millwall 1. McGee, it's been given to as an own goal. I think if McGee hadn't have put it in, the Sheffield Wednesday, the Millwall player would have put that in. But it has gone down as a McGee own goal. So it's Sheffield Wednesday 1, Millwall 1. Let's have a look how that's affecting. How's that affecting the league? Don't forget, we'll have all the full times for you once all these games finish. Just check that. Check out League One. Not too many games being played today, but Millwall in 5th place on 54 minutes. They can't afford to drop points, really. Not if they're going to keep that pressure on Hull and Ipswich, who are just above them. Middlesbrough still on 61 points, Coventry on 59, that's your top two. Then you've got Ipswich on 54 points, Hull on 54 points, 3rd and 4th. Millwall on 54 points, so it's a big game this for Millwall, and you'd expect them to beat Sheffield Wednesday, who are doomed this season. A points deduction not helping. But they were trailing to the bottom side. Derby in 6th place, final playoff spot, currently beating Swansea by 2-0. Down towards the bottom, West Brom just outside the drop zone, and they're not playing today because they're in FA Cup action. However, they've already played 32 games as well, West Brom, so they've got a two-point advantage over Leicester, also in FA Cup action today. So it's do you know, let's have a look, from 17th down, you're looking over your shoulder, are you in a relegation battle or not? Also a good run, and you could end up pushing for playoffs, so same as every league at the moment. If you can get on a good run, if you're towards the bottom, you can start pushing yourself towards promotion. Annan Athletic 2, East Kilbride 3, Joel Mbongo on 69 minutes for Annan, giving them a chance of a comeback there. Still 20 minutes plus stoppage time to go, but they are still trailing. And now Sheffield Wednesday 1, Millwall 2, Macaulay Longstaff on 74 minutes. Yeah, Millwall will start moving up the league as we've just checked that, haven't we? It should have been updated now. Yeah, see that goal, it moves Millwall up to 3rd place in the league, just 3 points behind Coventry, although they will have played a game, you know, an extra game. But yeah, big game this for Millwall. They need to be taking all 3 points today. Agiza says, this is in reply to my question to him about the halftime show in America for the American football, where there's been a big hoo-ha about it. He says, I have no idea, but he was protesting immigration enforcement despite the fact he is Puerto Rican and therefore the US citizen. Many over here have lost the plot. Yeah, I'm assuming that it was all done in Spanish, because Megyn Kelly, she was coming out and saying, we don't know whether he was protesting or not, because nobody could, unless you were a Spanish speaker, nobody knew what was being said. So it's I think it's one of them to just watch the fireworks and not get involved with it if you don't need to. Barnsley 2, AFC Wimbledon 3 now. Marcus Brown on 74 minutes. The comeback is complete and Wimbledon take the lead. Barnsley, they had a 2-0 lead in that game in the first half as well. But I think in the third, by 20 odd minutes, it was full of goals. It was 2-2. Now Wimbledon take the lead. In Ireland, Crusaders 2, Bangor FC 2. Crusaders back on level terms. Etihad Stadium, it's still Manchester City 1, Salford 0. This is in the FA Cup. And Manchester City not on the score sheet themselves. It took a Dorrington own goal on 6 minutes for the lead that they have got. Let's have a look, see how my coupon's doing. Geezer, I bet you were screaming at your TV the other day watching Manchester United away at West Ham. A late equaliser. Thinking the Irons' hearts. Geezer says, everyone wants to virtue signal or grandstand over here. It's tedious. Yeah, there's always somebody getting upset about something, isn't there? I mean, some people probably have a genuine reason to, but the majority, like you say, it's just virtue signalling. You know, my sons have said to me, oh, you got to be careful what you say, Dad, you'll be getting cancelled. I said, but what do you even mean? Getting cancelled, what's that about? Oh, you say the wrong thing, people will start jumping on it and... well, if you were afraid of being cancelled or saying the wrong thing, you would never speak, would you? I just think you can just be yourself. Some people will like you, some people won't. That's life. That's life. Doesn't look like my coupon's going anywhere. I did put a bet on the Man United West Ham game the other night, and it was I had a bet on 3 bookings or more, and there was only the 2. Surprised me that. When Sesko scored and he was running away celebrating, I thought, go on, take your jersey off, get a yellow card, you know, start waving it around your head. But no, he didn't. He was too well behaved. Geezer says, love that Fergie time scoring. Yeah. It was. I know there was a little bit of complaining about it, but it was right. I mean, there was a long delay, wasn't there? Why they were having a look at penalties, and you know there was VAR intervention. Then obviously substitutions. Do you know what? I'm convinced. I'll just do this quickly. Burnley 1, Mansfield 2. That's in the FA Cup 4th round. Wow. Louis Reed on 80 minutes giving Mansfield a lead. That'd be a giant killing if it comes off today. And it's Oldham 1, Fleetwood 1. Jack Stevens on 78 minutes getting Oldham back level. That's in League 2. League 2 once more. Cambridge 3, Bristol Rovers 1. Kel Watts on 80 minutes. Yeah, wrapping things up for Cambridge. Bristol Rovers are not coming back from that one. Geezer says, I was shocked by the 7 minutes extra time though. I wasn't, mate. Honestly, I said to my sons who I was watching it with, I said there'll be about 8 minutes of adding on time. So when 7 minutes came, it like, yeah, there was booze and that, but it was about right. It was about right. Manchester City 2, Salford 0. Gay on 81 minutes, wrapping things up there for Manchester City. I don't think Salford will be coming back from that. But it was a free kick for Mansfield. Reed on 80 minutes. He did one of them flat free kicks where they kind of hit the valve so the ball stays low. So that could be Burnley going out of the FA Cup. Also, do you know, I can't believe Sean Dyche has got the flick as well from Notts Forest. Not unbeaten in the last 6 games, was it? Or just 1 defeat from 6 games? They know they're going to be in a battle at the bottom of the Premier League and you're going to get rid of Sean Dyche. That's what Sean Dyche does. That's his forte, isn't it? Keeping teams that are struggling in the division. He's built a career around it. And Nottingham Forest go and give him the flick. Norwich 2, West Brom 1. Benjamin Chrisen on 82 minutes giving Norwich the lead. And Wealdstone 0, York 2. Zach Johnson on 80 minutes doubling York's league. That's in the National League. Nah, it's not helping my Coupon either. Right, who's letting me down on a tenfold accumulator, 2 goals or more in each game? Well, Exeter and Northampton, that's still 0-0. Rubbish. Glentoran and Ballymena, 0-0. Rubbish. FC Halifax and Truro. Rubbish. That's a long trip for the Truro fans as well. Braintree and Solihull Mowers, 0-0. Rubbish. Corn and Bishop Stortford, 0-0. Rubbish. Spartans and Edinburgh City, 0-0. Rubbish. Morton and Wraith, 0-0. Rubbish. What is going on with all these 0-0s? As soon as I put my coupon on, it's almost a guaranteed 0-0. Shambles. Absolute shambles. Gateshead 1, Brackley 2. Mark Beck on 79 minutes giving Gateshead opportunity of getting back level there. Still 11 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time to go. Pride Park, it's still Derby 2. Swansea 0. Brewster on 47 minutes and Ajumango on 67 minutes with the 2 goals for Derby today. Shrewsbury 3, Swindon 1. Nick Freeman on 82 minutes, giving Shrewsbury a little bit of breathing space there. And it's now Stenhousemuir 2, Montrose 2. The comeback is complete. Charlie Albinson for Annan Athletic on 81 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off for foul play. There has been another goal. Or is that the 3rd goal? Yeah, I think it's all going south now for Salford. No doubt they're piling players forward. FA Cup, there's no second chances. You may as well get hung for a sheep as a lamb, as the saying goes. And oh no, there was just a delay. I think that was the 2nd goal. So still 2-0 Manchester City. Outcome's going to be the same though. They're not going to let that slide, are they? St Ives 1, Kettering 3. And Kelty Hearts 1, Peterhead 1. Goal scorer to follow there, but Kelty Hearts getting back on level terms. And just confirmation, that was a delayed cheer from AI score. It is still Man City 2, Salford 0. Kelty Hearts 1, Peterhead 1. It was Ross Cunningham on 87 minutes. And Stenhousemuir 2, Montrose 2. Callum Sandilands on 83 minutes, getting Montrose back level. Queen of the South 1, Alloa 2 now. Goal scorer to follow. A good win for Alloa. And Lincoln 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. Bolton getting back on level terms. Goal scorer to follow there. Excuse me. Queen of the South 1, Alloa 2. It was Curtis Roberts in the 84th minute. And Lincoln 1, Bolton 1. Sam Dolby on 82 minutes getting Bolton back level. Game from the right hand side. It's a cross into the penalty area. And that's an own goal. I'll be surprised if Sam Dolby keeps that. It looked like it was an own goal to me, but Bolton will take it. Scott Robertson for Notts County. Sent off on 83 minutes. Second bookable offence. And Barrow 1, Colchester 0. Niall Canavan on 85 minutes, giving Barrow the lead. Frankie James has just arrived home. I can hear her car outside. Hiya geezer, just back from the shops. Oh joy. Yeah, I thought you'd be happy with that result, Frankie James. Plymouth Argyle winning away 4-0, putting Blackpool to the sword at the moment. I've got a date in the hot tub tonight with Frankie. There's a bottle of champagne, hopefully some strawberries. And it's Barnsley 3, AFC Wimbledon 3. What a game that's been today. Barnsley took a 2-0 lead in that game. AFC Wimbledon completed the comeback and went one better, leading 3-2, but Barnsley have levelled things up once more. And Falkirk 2, Dundee United 3 now. Julius Eckerson on 83 minutes, putting Dundee United into the lead. Twice Falkirk had the lead in that game, but they did get a player sent off at 2-2. And now Dundee United have made them pay. A geezer says, hi Frankie. Chesterfield 1, Harrogate 1. Harrogate back level. Goal scorer to follow. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look how my bets are doing. Cash out too low on all of them. Shocking. Shocking. Thomas Frank getting the flick from Tottenham during the week. Are Tottenham going to get pulled into a relegation zone? You know, a relegation battle? It's possible. Do I think they'll go down? No. I don't think so. Chesterfield 1, Harrogate 1, Tobias Brennan on 84 minutes, getting Harrogate back on level terms. Barnsley 3 now, AFC Wimbledon 3, as I've just spoke about. It was Scott Banks getting the home side back on level terms. Frank says strawberries, more like a chicken curry. Oh, lovely. That's what I need, curry with this cold. And Truro, oh, they've travelled all that way to Halifax. And it was 0-0. They're now losing. FC Halifax 1, Truro 0. It's gonna be a long trip back. Do you know that must be a good 600, 700 mile round trip, is it? Something like that. I know if I go back to see some of my family in Manchester, it's 268 miles from where I am on the south coast. And I know Halifax is further on than that, so Truro, yeah, it's a long, long trip to come back with no points. James Husband for Blackpool. I will play on 88 minutes. He's been sent off. after Plymouth are already putting Blackpool to the sword, so it could get a little bit worse in the couple of minutes plus added on time to go. Robertson's just been sent off for Notts County. It was a cynical trip. The referee, no choice, second yellow card. Halifax 1, Truro 0. It was Will Harris on the 88th minute. And an Athletic 2. East Kilbride 4 now, thanks to Connor Young on 87 minutes, giving East Kilbride a little bit of breathing space. Late goal there. Chippenham 0, Maidstone 1. Dorking 4, Farnborough 3. Late goal for Dorking. Looks like the home team's going to take all the points there. Grey Wanderers 1, Chatham 1. Grey Wanderers possibly getting a share of the points late on there. Merthyr Town 7, Bedford 1. And a geezer says, if you had your way, Jimmy, they will be making that trip having lost a point. Well, no, because there's been a goal in the game, hasn't there? It's not 0-0. But there's been the Chippenham 0, Maidstone 0. Funnily enough, you say that. That is a score correction. I think after thinking about it, your plan is better than mine. So I'm going with your plan, geezer, that if you score 4 goals, you get an extra bonus point. Final score, Frankie, you can relax. Plymouth Argyle away at Blackpool. They'll be coming back down to the southwest with all 3 points. Blackpool 0, Plymouth Argyle 4. I think you're a good influence on me, geezer. I have these harebrained ideas and that, and you're almost like the yin and yang, you know, where you have on your shoulder that, yeah, do this, do that, yeah, good idea, but on the other shoulder you need that, ooh, calm down, cowboy. Maybe I think a geezer is the calm down cowboy. He keeps me grounded. Frankie says, yes, come on, Green Army, Green Army, Green Army. I can hear her in the kitchen shouting. I can't, but it would be funny if I could. The mouth's big enough, I could hear it. It's a fair distance from my shed to my kitchen. Sorry, state-of-the-art studio, to my kitchen. And there's been a late goal. Norwich, yeah, they've wrapped things up now against West Brom in the FA Cup. It's now Norwich 3, West Brom 1. And an Athletic 2, East Kilbride 4, Connor Young on 87 minutes. Can't remember if we did that one or not. Early start tomorrow with geezer. Will you be going to bed tonight? 9 o'clock? Hot chocolate or cocoa? I think it's a 1:30 kickoff, isn't it? Oh dear, Fratton Park. Portsmouth 0, Sheffield United 1 into injury time. Sheffield United coming down that left-hand side. Portsmouth trying to get players back. All into the penalty area, pulled across. Oh, what a good goal that is. Sheffield United fans celebrating. Portsmouth players have got their heads down. But it was a good goal, that, from Andre Brooks. It was in the 90th minute. Portsmouth 0, Sheffield United 1. And Norwich 3, West Brom 1, as I spoke about. It was Mohamed Touré in the 93rd minute, wrapping things up there for Norwich. The geezer says, I've been called many things. Voice of reason, not among them. Frankie James says, cheeky, I am so shy and retiring. Yeah, Yeah. Frank says, indeed, geezer. The voice of reason is needed for Jimmy. Yeah. I do get carried away sometimes, but I'm just enjoying life, loving life. I haven't got that filter that says from brain to mouth sometimes. Think before you speak. Although I have got better as I've got older, for sure. Result in the FA Cup. Giant killing. Burnley 1, Mansfield 2. Lauren on 21 minutes give Burnley the lead, but Oates on 53 minutes and a cracking free kick from Reed on 80 minutes. That's put Burnley to the sword and dumped them out of this year's FA Cup. That's done me cooping in. Exeter 0, Northampton 0. Rubbish! Rubbish! A geezer says, Frankie, will you be walking the dogs every Plymouth match from now on? It doesn't work like that. Or does it? We'll have to try it. Maybe keep walking the dogs until it doesn't work. Like the guy who went, I'm not cutting my hair until Manchester United win 5 games in a row. Ugh. He's going to look like one of the disciples by the time Manchester United win 5 games in a row. Frankie says, possibly, with earphones on. Shouldn't wear earphones when you're walking the dogs. What if a mugger was going to run up behind you? You wouldn't hear him, would you? Extra time being played now. I think Southampton and Leicester. You know, I need my eyes are getting worse. I'm going to have to go and get them lenses put in. We went out last night, Frankie and myself. We went out for a meal with friends of ours, and there was a quiz evening on, an 80s quiz. It was a good night. So Chris the barman, he said to me, I'll just set a tab up and pay at the end of the evening. I said, yeah, no problem. And just before I carry on with that, Wealdstone 0, York 3. Dan Batty in the 96th minute, putting the cherry on the cake for York there. So, so we ordered food and we were ordering drinks. Frankie was on, I think she was on wine, rosé wine or something. I was drinking whiskies. So I was drinking lemonade because I'm thirsty with me cold, and I thought whiskey with a cold that'll do me no harm, will it? And so that, you know, a good night. And I went to settle up at the end and paid the bill. So I just tapped the thing and it said, "Oh no, insufficient funds or something." So he said, "Oh no." I said, "Well, there's cash in there, so you know it should work." So he said, I had the other card as well. Tap that one, insufficient funds. He said, "Oh, you've got to put the you have to put the card in the machine because it was over a certain amount." But then he said, "Oh, but put the D's. You've got to. Normally you slot your card in, don't you? Put your PIN number in. Job done." But my eyesight's that bad. I can't remember. I can't always see the keys. So, but I just remember the movement, and that's fine. But on this machine he's got down there, you've got to input your card number. And I looked at it and I thought, I can't see that, and I didn't have my glasses. So I just said, I'll pay you some other time. He went, yeah, that's all right. And friends who we were out with, he said, well, I'll pay for it. And so that's what we did. And then I did him a bank transfer later on. But what I mean is, my eyes were that bad. And it wasn't through the whiskey, I didn't have that much. But I just couldn't see the card, you know, the cards on the number, or I could just kind of give up. Going to have to get my eyes sorted out. And I did a video yesterday for Commodity Confidential, and just as I hit start recording, I just had the giggles come over me because, and it's nothing funny, but it just made me laugh. I had these glasses, they fell on the floor, and as I turned around to pick them up, I stood on them. So they ended up on my nose because of the thing, and they were like that. So what I did, I just bent the arm back a bit so it looked right. I put them on, and they fit better than they did before I'd stood on them. So for some reason, it just made me laugh, and when I started the video, it just came into my head, and I couldn't stop laughing. Nothing but professional here. A geezer says, if you have earphones, may I recommend Catch It Live first for your listening pleasure? Or could you use the break? Hey, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. A geezer says, you are hilarious. Frankie says, a geezer, you are hilarious. Jimmy, take me shopping before you get your eyes done. Then you won't be able to see the price tags. We're always in the charity shops. I love shopping in charity shops. Get a good bargain, and you're doing some good in the meantime. The money's going to a good cause, isn't it? Lincoln 1, Bolton 1, that is a final score now. Southend 5, Morecambe 1. Tom Hooper in the 97th minute, putting the cherry on the cake for Southend. It looked at one point like Morecambe there could be a comeback on, but didn't last too long. Where are we getting up to? Almost 5 o'clock now. I think we're almost ready. Excuse me, I think we're almost ready for the full-time scores. And a late goal in the National League. Scunthorpe 3, Boston United 6. Tom Curzon's in the 98th minute, and that's a hat-trick on the day for him. Tom Curzon, I take my cap off to you. I doff my cap if I was wearing one. Right, let's get ready for full-time scores. Get rid of that. A geezer says, that's a woman with a plan. Oh, it certainly is, mate. It certainly is. It's like living with Baldrick off Blackadder. Jimmy, I've got a plan. Why do I always shudder? Why do I always shudder when Frankie's got a plan? My back starts aching before she even tells me what it is. Right, let's get a little bit of quiet and go through these full-time scores. We shall begin, as always, because it's at the top. Belgium, the Jupiler Pro League. Just a one game and it's still being played. Leuven 3, Dender 2. They're in the 91st minute, 101st minute there, so it is still being played. Charleroi and Ghent, that's a 5:15 kickoff this evening. Standard Liège and Union SG, that's a 7:45 kickoff. English Championship, Derby 2, Swansea 0. Portsmouth 0, Sheffield United 1. Preston 2, Watford 2. QPR 1, Blackburn 3, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Millwall 2. English League 1, Reading 3, Wickham 2, Stevenage 1, Huddersfield 0, Barnsley 3, AFC Wimbledon 3, Blackpool 0, Plymouth Argyle 4, Bradford City 2, Peterborough 0, Cardiff 3, Luton 1, Doncaster and Port Vale match postponed due to FA Cup duty. Exeter 0, Northampton 0, Lincoln 1, Bolton Wanderers 1. English League 2, Barnet 0, Cheltenham 0, Barrow 1, Colchester 0, Bromley 1, Notts County 1, Cambridge United 3, Bristol Rovers 1, Chesterfield 1, Harrogate 1, Crewe Alexandra 1, Gillingham 0, MK Dons 1, Newport 0, Oldham 1, Fleetwood 1, Shrewsbury 3, Swindon 1, Tranmere 2, Crawley 0. English National League, Braintree 0, Solihull Moors 0, Eastleigh 2, Boreham Wood 2, FC Halifax 1, Truro 0, Gateshead 1, Brackley Town 2, Hartlepool and Sutton match postponed, Scunthorpe 3, Boston United 6, Southend 5, Morecambe 1, Tamworth 1, Aldershot 1, Wealdstone 0, York City 5, Wealdstone 0, York City 3, Woking and Altrincham match postponed, Yeovil 1, Rochdale 1, Forest Green and Carlisle, that's a 5:30 kick-off this evening. English National League North, AFC Fylde 3, Alfreton 0, Chester 1, Buxton 0, Chorley 0, Radcliffe 1, Darlington and Kidderminster, Kings Lynn and South Shields, matches postponed, Marine 5, Leamington 0, Merthyr Town 7, Bedford 1, Peterborough Sports 1, Spennymoor 3, Scarborough 1, Curzon Ashton 0, Southport 5, Hereford 1, Worksop 1, Oxford City 2. English National League South, Chippenham 1, Maidstone 0, Dagenham and Redbridge 1, Bath 0, Dorking 5, Farnborough 3, that game still being played into the 96th minute, Ebbsfleet 4, AFC Totton 0, Enfield Town and Dover match postponed, Hampton and Richmond 1, Chelmsford 3, Hemel Hempstead 1, Worthing 0, Hornchurch 3, Tonbridge 2, Salisbury 1, Chesham 2, that game still being played into the 103rd minute, Slough 0, Horsham FC 0, Torquay 1, Maidenhead 1, Weston-super-Mare 3, Eastbourne Borough 1. English MPL Premier Division, Gainsborough 3, Workington 3, Hebburn Town 1, FC United 1, Hyde 5, Hednesford 0, Ilkeston 1, Guiseley 0, Lancaster 2, Leek 1, Morpeth 0, Warrington Rylands 4, Prescott and Cleethorpes match postponed, Rushall 0, Bamber 0, Warrington 1, Stocksbridge 1, Whitby and Ashton United match postponed. English Southern League Premier Central, Banbury 1, Bury Town 0, Harborough 2, Royston 1, Leiston 1, Bromsgrove 1, Needham Market 3, Hales Owen 0, Corn 1, Bishop Stortford 0, Rail Bedford 1, Stratford 0, Spalding United 3, Alfchurch 0, St Ives 1, Kettering 3, Stamford 1, Stourbridge 1, Worcester 0, Sudbury 0. English Southern League Premier South, Basingstoke 1, Poole 2, Berkhamsted 3, Taunton 2, Bracknell 3, Yatetown 0, Chertsey 2, Gloucester 2, Dorchester 1, Evesham 0, Farnham 4, Uxbridge 1, Hungerford 1, Walton and Hersham 0, Sholing 4, Plymouth Parkway 2, Tiverton and Gosport match postponed, Weymouth 0, Havant Waterlooville 1, Wimborne 3, Hanwell Town 0. English Eastham League Premier Division, Billericay 1, Chichester 0, Candy Island 2, Cray Valley 2, Cray Wanderers 1, Chatham 1, Dulwich Hamlet 0, Folkestone 2, Hashtag 3, Carshalton 1, Lewes 1, Aveley 6, Potters Bar 1, Dartford 0, Ramsgate 3, Brentwood 0, Welling 0, St Albans 0, Whitehawk 3, Burgess Hill 1, Wingate and Finchley 2, Cheshunt 3. English FA Cup, Burton 0, West Ham 0. West Ham win. They won 1-0 after extra time. Burnley 1, Mansfield 2. Manchester City 2, Salford 0. Norwich 3, West Brom 1. Southampton 1, Leicester 1. That game's currently being played. We're in extra time there. And it is currently 1-1. Aston Villa and Newcastle, that's a 5:45 kickoff. Liverpool and Brighton, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Over to France now, Ligue 1. Marseille 2, Strasbourg 0. The second half's just started there. Lille and Brest, that's a 6 o'clock kickoff this evening. Paris FC and Lens, that's an 8:05 kickoff this evening. Germany, the Bundesliga. Bremen 0, Bayern 3. Frankfurt 3, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. Hamburger SV 3, Union Berlin 2. Hoffenheim 3, Freiburg 0. Leverkusen 4, St. Pauli 0. Stuttgart and FC Köln, that's a 5:30 kickoff this evening. Germany, the Bundesliga 2. Braunschweig 2, Darmstadt 2. Hertha 2, Hanover 3. Kaiserslautern 1, Fürth 0. Dresden and Elversberg, that's a 7:30 kickoff this evening. Ireland, the Premier Division. Sligo Rovers and Bohemians, that's a 7:45 kickoff this evening. Italy, Serie A. Como 1, Fiorentina 2. Lazio and Atalanta, that game's just kicked off, currently 0-0. Inter and Juventus, that's a 7:45 kickoff this evening. Italy Serie B, Modena 2, Carrarese 0, Palermo 3, Entella 0, Sampdoria 1, Padova 0, Catanzaro 2, Mantova 0, that's half-time. Zena and Venezia, that's a 6:30 kickoff this evening. Holland, the Eredivisie, Heracles 0, NEC Breda 0, 76 minutes on the clock there. Excelsior and Alkmaar, that's a 5:45 kickoff. Ajax and Sittard, that's a 7 p.m. kickoff. Groningen and Utrecht, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Northern Ireland Premiership, Carrick Rangers 1, Coleraine 1, Crusaders 2, Bangor FC 2, Glenavon 0, Linfield 3, Glentoran 2, Ballymena 1, Portadown 2, Larne 1. Northern Ireland Championship, Anna and Armagh, that's a full-time result only and hasn't come through yet. Ards 2, Harland and Wolf Welders 3, Dundela 1, Ballinamallard 4, Institute 1, Limavady 2, Loughgall 4, Queen's University 0, Newington 4, Warren Point 0. Poland, the Ekstraklasa, Cracovia 0, Jagiellonia 0, Zagłębie 0, Raków 0, 41 minutes on the clock there. Wisła Płock and Widzew Łódź, that is at 7:15 kickoff this evening. Poland, the Betclic 1 Liga, Legnica and Śląsk Wrocław, that's a 6:30 kickoff, along with LKS Woods and Chrobry Glogov, Polonia Varsova and Pruskov. All 6:30 kickoffs this evening. We'll be watching that intently. Liga Portugal, Casapia 3, Aruca 2, 78 minutes on the clock there. Guimarães and Estrela, that's a 6 p.m. kickoff. Gil Vicente and Braga, that's an 8:30 kickoff this evening. Scottish Premiership, Dundee FC 2, Livingston 2, Falkirk 2, Dundee United 3, Hibernian 2, St Mirren 0. Scottish Championship, Arbroath and Dunfermline and Partick Thistle, both matches postponed. Morton 0, Wraith 0, Ross County 0, Queen's Park 1. Scottish League 1, East Fife 2, Cove Rangers 1, Kelty Hearts 1, Peterhead 1, Queen of the South 1, Alloa 2, Stenhousemuir 2, Montrose 2, Hamilton and Inverness, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Scotland League 2, Annan 2, East Kilbride 4, Dumbarton and Stranraer, Elgin and Forfar, Stirling and Clyde, matches postponed. Spartans 0, Edinburgh City 0. Spanish La Liga, Espanyol 2, Celta Vigo 2, Getafe 2, Villarreal 1. That game is still being played into the 98th minute. Sevilla and Alaves, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. La Liga 2, Cordoba 2, Leganés 1, Burgos CF 1, Cadiz 1, Cultural, Leonesa and Zaragoza, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Granada and Valladolid, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Turkish Superliga. Gençlerbirliği 2, Rizespor 2, Alanyaspor 2, Konyaspor 1, Trabzonspor 1, Fenerbahçe 0. That game has just kicked off though, 9 minutes on the clock. Wales relegation group, that's in the Premier. Flint 0, Britain Ferry 0. Welsh Championship group, Penybont 0, Connors Quay 0, Carnarvon 0, Barry 2. And down the bottom we have got some Czech Republic, Chanceliga, Dukla Prague 0, Zlin 0, Kavina 1, Slavia Prague 3, Slovako 1, Bohemians 2, Sigma Olomouc 0, Lezen 0, 14 minutes on the clock in that game. Greek Super League, Panatolikos 3, Asteras 1, Levadiakos and Olympiakos, that is a 5:30 kickoff, and Volos and Aris, that's a 6 p.m. kickoff. There's one more Welsh game that I want to give you right down towards the bottom. We have got some Welsh Southern League. Cardiff Draconians 3, Baglan Dragons 1, Lantwick Major 3, Cumbrian Celtic 1, Yanshire Albions 1, Pontypridd 3, Aberystwyth 2, Treorwyn 1. Welsh Northern League, Brickfield 0, Ruthin 1, Carouse and Buckley, Flint Mountain and Guysfield, Hollywell and Newton, all postponed. Penrhenock 3, Mold Alexandra 1, Rill 1, Airbus 3. And that, my little beauties, is all of the scores on this Saturday, the 14th of February, 2026. I can't believe this, that we're already midway through February. Looking forward to the end of next month, though, because I'm going on a cruise. Going to have some R&R with Frankie. Get a little bit of sun, a little bit of a chill out. Looking forward to that one. Right, all that's left for me to say is, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell if you can give us a thumbs up, that's superb. Check out my other channel, Commodity Confidential. You might enjoy it. It might not be your thing, but you might enjoy it. And that was good timing, because the Winter Olympics have just gone off. What's been going on in live chat? I've seen that moving around. A woman has a plan. A geezer says, it might backfire when Jimmy is tapping his driver's license instead. Wouldn't surprise me, mate, with my eyesight. I think he says, I know his PIN. Won't matter anyway, it's a joint account. Oh, underneath it's a joint account, so it doesn't really work. Yeah. Flipped up there, Frankie, didn't you? A geezer says, hoist by your own petard. I've no idea what that means, mate. That's gone right over my head. Frankie says, I'm off, take care, and great seeing you, a geezer. Love to you and family. Same, Frankie. See you tomorrow, Jimmy. If Frankie has some dragons, let her take them for a walk tomorrow. Well, we're not going to need that, mate. We're not going to need it. It's going to be a tricky match in it as well. But, and away from home. But we are good enough to take all 3 points. So fingers crossed, we will do so. Excuse me. Do you know, looking at the fixtures, there's some good fixtures tonight. But Grodzisk, when we played them at home, it was a difficult game, wasn't it? It was it was a difficult game, and I've got a feeling away from home, it's going to be a tricky match. That if we can come away, do it. Are we happy? I want a win. I want to come away with a win, but Grodzis are a good team, and from memory, they've got some size about them as well. They're a pretty physical team. Looking at the last time we played, Kaziemka put us in the lead on 9 minutes. Gajia on 12 minutes equalised. Ertehala scored in that game as well on 14 minutes. There was that plethora of goals, wasn't there, in that period? And Biedrzycki with a header just, on 31 minutes. We then gave up a goal, Adamski on 73 minutes, and we were sweating for the rest of that match, and we did get all 3 points. But Grodzis, they have got some big players. It's going to be an interesting game for sure. I'm hoping Biedrzycki plays, and he's not got any injury or anything like that. We will need his height at the back for sure. So quite excited about that one tomorrow. But we'll worry about that tomorrow. We're going to have to enjoy the rest of our Saturday evening. Agiza says, I see a sea of drop points tonight. Possibly, mate. Possibly. But hopefully, if we can get out of this weekend with our lead at 12 points, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that. But like I said, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ping that notifications bell. You never need to miss a stream then. We'll be back, I think it's a 1:30 kickoff UK time. So what's that going to be in America? 5:30. It was going to be an early start for you, Agiza. In bed tonight, like I said, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, Ovaltine, hot chocolate. Get your kit at the side of the bed with your scarf and that ready to put on in the morning when you have that first cup of coffee and a cigarette. Get ready for the game. I look forward to seeing you. Right, I'm off. I'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching. See you live first. See you later, guys. See you later, Agiza.